is working. Okay, welcome. Thelma Fieldfight here, your Raw Detox coach. In this not lives, but lives I make, I talk about how women can lose weight naturally without body shaming. And during the lives, I always try to bring strategies to help you achieve those things, those goals, this new person you want to become. And yeah, today won't be different. Today I brought this theme that, again, it really touches my heart. I feel like everything I bring here is a way to also teach myself of things I've experienced. And today the theme is: do you feel bad for wanting a fit body, for wanting a tone body? And I'm really talking body in the sense of really, feeling like I got this. Now I got my six pack. I'm really going there because so many times we see this as something superficial, and it can be, but it can also be something that you just want, that you have the right to want your body to be the way you want, right? And that's why I wanted to bring this thing, because it's something we don't often talk about. Um, so yeah, this is the theme. And to kind of find where is the issue in this um, feeling bad, because it's a feeling that you might experience. Some people don't, they just, I want this, they go for it. Other people, me included, I would feel a bit like, oh, to talk about it, it's enough to say I want to lose weight, but to say that I want a toned body, you know, like muscular, healthy and toned, really, it felt a bit like I felt shame for it, I would not put in words. Maybe I would think like deep inside that, oh, I really wanted to get there, but I would not put in words. And as I started going deeper, I realized that there was some voices in my head telling me um, that, actually two voices. One voice was telling me that I did not deserve to have such a body. I could not attain for such a body. And because I could not get there, right? I could not get the fit body, the tone body. I should then just forget about it, give up. Like, this is not for you, Telma. What fit? Huh? And perhaps you don't not like thinking that deeply. Maybe you're not so aware of it, but perhaps that could be a voice you have in you as well, telling you that you're not gonna get there. Like, you're not good enough to get there, because for you to get the fit body and toned body, you need to work out really hard. You need to stop eating all these voices can make us feel that we don't qualify for it. So why are we even thinking about that? Well, this is just one of the voices. And the second voice is, while you are on your journey, you're really doing your best. You're already changing the foods you're eating, you're getting more sleep, you're changing your routines, getting more exercise. Now comes the second voice, and the second voice is asking, who do you think you are? Yeah, what are you up to? Do you really believe you're gonna, be fit and tone and all that? It's it's really crazy how thoughts can have such a big impact on us. And the worst is even when you're not even paying attention to those thoughts. You think, but you don't know you are thinking. So these voices, they will come. This is the thing, they will come, and they will make you feel bad. And if you haven't experienced this ever, good for you. Really good for you, because it's really tiring, painful, because the weight loss journey is already challenging. Um, and once you are there and you hear these voices, because they come, and you listen to them, that is the big problem, is to listen to those voices, because they will come, but when we believe in them. Now, the reason I think is important to talk about this is that so many times we say something like, I want to reach this goal of, you know, losing weight or being more fit and this. And we do not follow through our word, right? So we say something, but then it never happens. Have you experienced this before? That you say something about your new lifestyle, your health journey, but then you never get to do it, and you kind of don't understand what is going wrong. Like, I really want this, but I'm not getting there. What I have found is, in most cases, besides the method and all that, like how you're trying to reach it, many times it's because what we are saying is just not in harmony with what we are thinking. So think about, you say that you want to be more fit, you want to be more toned, but in your head, in your thoughts, you don't believe that. You don't believe that you can be this fit person, this toned person. So everything you are saying is just in your words, is not in your thoughts. And because they're not in your thoughts, they are not on your beliefs, they are not in your actions. You see, like words, thoughts, actions, beliefs, they are all integrated. So that's where we have to change, right? We have to change the way we think. This is where the change should start. It should start here, how you think. So, again, going back to those voices, that you are not good enough. You are not good enough because you're not going to be able to be eating healthy for a long time. And if you want to reach that goal, you need to be eating healthy all the time. You need to exercise, and you're not going to do it. That voice is telling you, right? What should you do? You have to really go deep into yourself and understand that you are good enough. You are good enough for being here. You are good enough. You're not good enough because you have this body, that body. No, you are good enough because you exist, because you are a God child. Yes, you are a creation. And just that is enough. And end of the story. Period. You are enough. You do not have to do something or be somebody to be enough. That has nothing to do with being enough. And I'm telling you this, I'm telling this back to myself, because we all struggle with the same things, whether we are aware or not. Because sometimes we think this is not for me. I have no problems, to like to love myself, to be feeling great about who I am. We all struggle with some percentage of feelings of not being good enough, because we are imperfect and because we live in a world that exploits these things. So it's very natural to have these feelings. So once that first voice comes to you and tells you that you are not good enough, you will listen to it and you say, oh, okay, you are here. I want to acknowledge that you are here, but I don't believe you because I know I'm good enough. You are good enough being who you are. Now, the second voice will come. And what is very interesting, the second voice comes when you don't listen, normally comes when you don't listen to the first voice. So when you actually believe that you are good enough and you do the work, and now you are working towards your goal, right? So let's say you are exercising every day, just 10 minutes, for example, 10 minutes every day, little exercise. You want to start getting to that routine. And this voice will come to you and say, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? And you listen to this and you acknowledge again, you are here, you are present, but I am who I am, right? You can tell this voice, you are who you are, and you know who you are. And if you're not sure who you are, then you do some work on your identity, getting to know yourself better, your strengths, your weaknesses, your experiences, everything you've been through, good or bad, they made you who you are. And again, you are worth it. And the fact that you are able to answer back to these voices that come, you are able to continue your journey. And one very important thing, you are able to recognize that your body, your health, your situation has nothing to do with your worth. Those are very distinct things. And now that you able to be aware that what that voice is telling you is not actually corresponding to the truth, that will really give you peace. And this peace you want to use as you work on your journey. So now, back to this feeling of feeling ashamed of not being able to do something or not knowing how to get there. You can start working on it because now you understood, no, this has nothing to do with my worth. I don't know maybe how to be fit. I can learn how to be fit. You can make a plan. Okay. And the key for us to reach the fitness or the health lifestyle we want so much is that we change the goal setting with our identity setting. So we want to change the approach. You need to do that. I need to do that. We all need to do that. So you want to see yourself as the person you want to become. So you want to be more fit, you want to be toned, you want to have this body that is really worked on, is healthy, you can see on the skin, the muscles, everything. You have work to do, right? And it doesn't matter how long that work will take, because you are already that person the minute you decided to become that person. Let me give you an example. I run, right? Me and running have a bit like love and hate relationship, because um if I stop running for like many weeks, every time, I guess for most exercises, every time I go back is like, oh, it's a suffering to get back into the running shape. And not that I was extremely into running before, but there was a period that I was running much more, and that became more natural to me. So every time I stop for a little bit and restart, I have that. But it doesn't matter because I have chosen to run and I have chosen to identify myself as a runner. I am a runner. And the fact that I'm a runner, it means what a runner does, it runs. And you could even say that when you run to get your bus, you are a runner. So you choose who you want to become. This is something that only you can choose. Only you have the power to identify yourself with the person you want to become. And this is so important in habit change because this is the key for you to reach your goal, right? So instead of you thinking like, oh, I'm only gonna be a runner when I run a marathon. I'm only gonna be a runner when I run so much long or in this amount of time. No, you are a runner from the minute you start running. It doesn't matter how long or how in how short period, because then we fall into the trap of comparing ourselves, and we don't want to do that. That is like uses a lot of energy, is not worth it. Yeah. So you want to be the person you want to become today. So if today you say to yourself, maybe you can't say it even aloud yet, you still say in your heart, you're saying to your heart, I want to be fit, I want to have a six pack, but you don't want anybody to hear because you still have these feelings of shame, and maybe you feel that people will judge you and say, you at your age or whatever, because I mean, it's so many reasons we get judged, right? And you don't feel comfortable to share with the world yet, that's okay. But what is important is that you understand you are allowed to choose the person you want to become. So if you want to become a fit person, if you want to become a more active, a stronger person, woman, you choose that and you are that. The minute you align, again, going back to I said earlier, you align your words with your thoughts, because it doesn't help you if you say something but you think differently, right? If I'm saying here, I'm a runner, but I'm thinking, oh, I can't run. I'm so slow. I'll never be a runner. That is not helping me. So you need to align what you say in your words, whether they are like aloud or really soft because you don't want people to hear, to your thoughts. Align that. Do this work in yourself first. Once you have this, now you know that you are this fit and this tone person. Even if your mirror says you are not, it doesn't matter because it's a journey. You are going to get there and you need to believe you're going to get there. Why wouldn't you? Because you don't know, you can learn. Because you're still not consistent, you are working on it, right? So it's so important, like really, it's a game changer when you believe what you are saying. So be sure that you are saying the things you want to become, right? Because once you align those, it's easier to get yourself to do the work. Because then the question will be, okay, I'm feeling bad. I worked on this feeling of feeling ashamed, feeling I'm not good enough. I'm working on it. It's a constant work. But now tell me, how do I get there? Yeah. Then we can go to how we get there. But first of all, work on the inside is so powerful. It's really powerful. And of course, after all that work, you have to start looking into strategies to reach your fitness goals and your toning. When it comes to toning and being all fit, we think a lot of exercise, and that is true. For example, when you do strength training, you are working more your muscles, right? You are sculpting, so you are making a sculpture of your body. Why should we feel ashamed of that? Let me tell you a story. I remember a few years ago, I think was yeah, I think was during the pandemic. Some friends and I, we went for a day out, and it was so fun that day. What we did, we went for a sauna and a bath. And I remember we were there talking, chatting, and I think they were asking me about Pilates because I was in the beginning of my Pilates certification. Like I was doing the courses and this, and they were asking me, how is it going, how is Pilates. They didn't have experience with Pilates, so they were curious, and I was explaining and this. And I remember I said something out of my shame of, being fit. And I remember I said something like, "Oh, Pilates is it's the type of exercise that you work out, you get strong, but not always like in the beginning. Not always you see like all those big muscles." And there is a truth in that, because Pilates is not like the type of exercise that will make you have bulk muscles like you see some people going to the gym, right? And they get these bulk muscles because of weightlifting, for example. Also depends, of course, the purpose, but yeah. And then I said that, but I remember saying that with a bit of guilt. Yeah, a bit of guilt and shame, on the sense that I if I transform my body that way, wouldn't that look a bit too much? Wouldn't that be like I'm showing off? Wouldn't that be like I'm superficial? I'm just thinking about my outward appearance. I had all those thoughts and feelings, but I wasn't aware. I did not know. When I answered that, I answered as my truth. Oh, yeah, this is what I want. I don't want to look like I'm fit. I just want to be healthy. And those words came out. What was interesting, something I don't forget, one of my friends, she said right the opposite. And she said, "No, I do want the body." She said that. And for a minute, I thought like, wow, I also want a body. This is what I thought. I didn't say, I just said, okay. And I thought like, wow, she's so courageous to say what she means. And that I never forgot that day. And I was thinking to myself, why do I feel it's wrong to have a sculpted body? Why is it wrong? And with time, back to today, I've been working on myself, like emotionally, and really digging deeper into my journey. And I've realized that the body shaming was not only when I was overweight, but was also when I lost weight. And I was believing those things, that I should not have this sculpted tone fit body because it would be too much. And deep inside was actually, I will never get there, so it was a way for me to excuse myself to do the work, because I was already, I would never get there anyway, so why should I put the effort? And I did not know that this was the first voice telling me I was not able to do it. So body shame is such a, it's like a, how do you call a weed, it's a weed that is growing inside us. and we don't know, and it's just taking over. It's something we really need to be careful and pay attention again. We need to pay attention, because when we pay attention, we are able to recognize those voices. When we recognize those voices, we are able to do something about it. We are not just a victim of our own situation, but we are actually taking control. So today, I have changed my view, and I see that having a fit, sculpted body, toned body is actually a reflection of my health, is a reflection of my hard work on myself, not just on my physical self, but on my mental, my emotional self. Why should I be ashamed from that? Why should I be ashamed to look good and to look good from inside? And yeah, I should be proud of myself, of my hard work, and so should you. So if you are having these feelings, um, of shame, of guilt, of not good enough, of, you wasting your time, you never reach those um, goals, pay attention to which voice is coming to you telling you what. And once you do that, you will align again your thoughts with your beliefs, or your thoughts with your words, with your beliefs, with your actions, and you will able to change that. And remember, you are a worthy person. You already are worth. You didn't have to do anything. Just the fact that you are here and you exist, because our worthness is given by God, is not given by any human or anything, really. The act of being alive means that you are worth it. So this is what I had prepared for today. I really feel we need to hear that. We need to talk deep. We need to really talk about stuff that is inside that sometimes we don't dare to talk, and we don't dare to listen to, because it's painful, but it's necessary if we want to go in a journey that is sustainable, right? That will actually bring sustainable results. So we need to dig deeper. Yeah, so that's it. I hope to see you on Wednesday with another live. Let me know if there's any other subject like in your heart that you would like me to bring up here. Write in the comments below how this life has helped you, if it has brought any insight in you. I would love to know, and I'm very happy to be here with you, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.